Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Quarant Streaming with Suchin. No, just shut up and do the thing. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyway, thanks for taking a break from binge watching all those addictive shows like Tiger King and Money Heist and the Ramayan to join me, Ted, and Tiger Shroff in bringing you the latest from the world of streaming. I hope you guys are all safe and doing well. How are you guys doing in quarantine? Has anybody finished Netflix yet? You guys think all of this is scary? Just wait for it. In a couple of months, Netflix is just going to run out of stuff to release, and that is going to be the end of the world. Too soon? Fair enough. Anyway, like we're all going to do at KFC as soon as this lockdown ends, let's dive in, shall we? We begin with a new action comedy flick on Netflix called Coffee and Kareem. Starring the Hangover's Ed Helms and Taraji P. Henson, Coffee and Kareem is a raunchy buddy cop comedy about a young boy who hires gangsters to threaten his mom's new boyfriend, a cop played by Ed Helms. But obviously all of that hilariously backfires, forcing the two to be stuck together as they fend off the city's most dangerous criminals. Coffee and Kareem looked so promising and is exactly the kind of crazy comedy we all need in our lives right now. But while it's fun in parts, it just doesn't land as well as you'd hope. There are far too few genuinely funny moments, and it's mostly made up of flat writing and lazy humor. It's one of those comedies where most of the best bits are just in the trailer, and the film really doesn't have that much more to offer. While it's a harmless and at times fun watch, it's just another forgettable comedy. If you guys really want to check out a great buddy cop comedy on Netflix, I recommend The Other Guys, starring Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, which for me remains the gold standard in the genre. Next up, we come to Amazon Prime Video's new sci-fi anthology series, Tales from the Loop. Based on a series of paintings by artist Simon Stalenhag, the show follows the strange and unexplainable occurrences that take place in a small town above a machine called The Loop, which was designed to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Basically, it's about a bunch of freaky stuff that happens to a bunch of people in a town above a freaky lab where none of them seem to question said freakiness. But unlike a lot of sci-fi shows, this one isn't about the cool robots that are hanging around, nor is it about the crazy mind-bending stuff that happens. And it's not exactly looking to provoke or mess with you like Black Mirror. Instead, it's much more focused on the human element and emotional impact of putting people in strange what-if scenarios. What if you could go back in time and change a mistake? What if you could meet a younger version of yourself? What if you could trade lives with someone? It's a heady, slow-burn, existential show which takes a lot of patience to stick with. I gotta say, I really struggled with this one. Although it's very well made and very well acted, it's one of those where the craft just draws way too much attention to itself. With a whole lot of close-ups of like random objects, a whole lot of people just staring off into the distance, with every scene just trying its best to be deep and profound. But on the flip side, because it is an anthology, the advantage is you don't necessarily have to watch every single episode. Personally, I recommend episode 3, which is a heartbreaking tale of young love. While these are fascinating what-ifs, and the show really does take you into a specific headspace, in the end you realize that watching the show really does feel like staring at a series of paintings. They're great to look at, and they might even get you to think and reflect, but you'll quickly get bored and realize that maybe you're not all that deep anyway, and you'd much rather be shooting a TikTok video. Which is why they don't let me to go to museums anymore. Next up is Dice Media's latest show, Operation MBBS. The 5-episode show on YouTube follows the life of 3 medical students and their journey through the first year of medical college, and just the friendships and constant struggles and competition and general rat race that come from studying to be a doctor. Operation MBBS is another wonderful show from Dice Media, who once again you can always rely on for a great blend of comedy and drama and warmth and life lessons, as they've proven with their previous shows like What the Folks and Little Things. Over the 5 episodes, we follow Nishant, Sakshi and Kumar, and the various adventures and individual challenges they face, such as being forced into a life you may not want, to realizing the importance of friendship, to how those friendships are tested within a system that's designed to pit everyone against each other. Over the show, you really do feel a sense of journey with these characters, though there are times where you feel the show is trying to do too much, and you can see through the writing. Obstacles are conveniently invented for the sake of drama, and solutions just present themselves at the right time to move the plot forward. Operation MBBS also doesn't quite have the finish or sparkling attention to detail of other student shows like TVF's Hostel Days or Kota Factory. Still, these characters really do grow on you and are brought to life by sparkling performances, especially from Ayush Mehra, who plays Nishant, and the delightful Anshul Chauhan, who plays Sakshi, who we also saw earlier this year in Netflix's Taj Mahal 1989. A special nod also to Deepak Simwal, who plays Akash, a boy who works in the campus cafeteria who also aspires to be a doctor. In the end, I really thoroughly enjoyed Operation MBBS, and I think it really manages to do a lot with a little, and I certainly hope we get a season 2. And last but by no means least, we come to Voot Select, which also had a new original show, The Riker Case. The show is a family drama, murder, mystery, crime, thriller, Whodunit, which follows the explosive Naik Riker family, which may well be my new favorite on-screen family. After one of the youngest members of the family is found dead, the entire Naik Riker household comes under scrutiny as we try and find out who killed him and why. Over 7 episodes, new secrets and lies keep gushing out of the woodwork. In a show that thinks it's a thriller, but it's actually more like what would happen if a sitcom had a love child with a trashy reality show, and it's a thing of beauty. There are literally endless twists and turns, and every 5 minutes we get new murders and kidnappings and affairs and cover-ups and long-lost kids and secret twins. You name it, they got it. You have no idea what I would give to be a drunk fly on the wall of this household. At any given point during the show, you just wish you could be like, wait, hold up, time out. So just to confirm, you're having an affair with her who's blackmailing him just because she slept with her because she faked her own death so you could commit suicide after you found out that he's actually your father who kidnapped his brother to pay off his debts after you paid to have him killed just to steal from them and have it all covered up, and all of this just because you wanted to seduce your lawyer gangster politician partner. Also, every episode begins with painting a different picture of how the murder could have happened, given literally everyone in the family had both motive and means. And at that point, you kind of have to wonder, if that many people had a reason for hating the victim, maybe he kind of had it coming. Apart from the fact that the show has a sensibility of a family WhatsApp group meets a daily soap, it's also terribly written and acted. The otherwise very talented Neil Bhupalam here plays a wonderfully hammy police officer who's in charge of investigating the world's weirdest family to uncover the truth. Also, among the sea of bland and forgettable characters, there's lead Parul Gulati, who's very promising, and she really does try her best, but struggles to rise above the shoddy material. But despite of how much of a mess it is, credit where it's due, it's a gloriously entertaining show, regardless of why. The Riker case is a pulpy guilty pleasure, it's ridiculous and delicious, and I had such a blast with it, and I could not recommend it enough. And that's all from me this time, but before I sign off, I really wanted to give you guys a throwback recommendation of a comedy I love from a few years ago, which is Naveen Richards' Better Life Foundation. It's one of my favorite comedy web shows. The first season is on YouTube, the second one is on Hotstar, and it really is that awkward office comedy done right with a glorious ensemble cast, which includes Karan Gill and Sumukhi Suresh, and I have so much fun with it. And I think you guys should definitely check it out. But I'd love to know what you guys are watching as well, so please let me know and give me your recommendations in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time.